What's up everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to play Will Scion of Peace in Historic Brawl. This is a 3 mana, 1 and Azorius, 2/4 human wizard with vigilance. Spells you cast this turn that are white and or blue cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. So this deck is all about trying to reduce the cost of our spells through gaining life. Now, when I was building this deck, I fell into the trap of putting a bunch of life gain cards in. And as you're probably aware, life gain is one of the weaker sort of mechanics in the game. It doesn't really win you games unless you have like a dedicated deck, like a veto deck or something like that. So when I was playtesting this deck, I was losing a lot because I just had a bunch of life gain effects and nothing really affecting the board. So what I did instead is I added in cards like Ivory Tower that the cost, it's very cheap, it costs 1 mana, but it gains you life every turn passively. Same thing with Fountain of Renewal. It's only 1 life, but it's each upkeep. And the key here too is you want to gain life on your turn, because you can only activate this as a sorcery. So you can only activate it on your turn. So cards that gain life when your opponents do things actually don't help you at all in this deck. And then there's some cheeky cards like Light of Hope, which give us the option, okay, well, there might be a time where we need to destroy an enchantment, right? And so this gives us the option to either gain 4 life and reduce our spells by 4, or we need to get rid of some powerful enchantment. So the deck is a mixture of all those kinds of things. So once we get to a point where we can play Will, then we sort of have to protect Will. So we have like Ephemerate, and we have the typical like Swiftfoot Boots. The thing is that people know that this card is powerful. So they're gonna, I mean, typically in Historic Brawl games, people try to remove your commander anyway because they know your deck revolves around the mechanic of your commander. But especially in decks where it says on the card that you can reduce your spell's casting cost. So we need to protect Will. So we have, and we have a couple counter spells sprinkled in as well. And then the fact that the restriction is you can only activate this as a sorcery means we have to play Will, and then we have to get to our next turn in order to activate Will. So it's not like we can put Will down and then activate him the same turn. Maybe if we had like a haste enabler or something like Swiftfoot Boots, I guess that's true. With Swiftfoot Boots we can activate him the same turn, right? But in general, in Azorius colors, you don't have a lot of ways to enable haste. So we have to protect Will. So we have a bunch of removal in the deck, and we have a bunch of other typical Azorius stuff. Once we get to the point where we can actually reduce our casting costs, life gain is really cheap. So, like I was saying before with like, Light of Hope or Lay Down Arms, I mean, for 1 mana you can gain 3 life. 1 mana you can gain 4 life. And then I talked about the passive effects. So we could gain easily like 7 life in a turn, and then we could Blue Sun Zenith for 7 cards, and it only costs 3 mana. Or we can Magic Mirror for 3. Or we can, Seagate Restoration for 3. Kiora Best of Sea God for 2. You can see how this gets really out of hand. One of my favorite cards in the deck is Dream Trawler. If you were, if you played Standard during the Theros era, this was an all-star in that Standard. It still is an incredible card. And the fact that it's, it protects itself with hexproof, but it also is a flying lifelinker, so it's evasive and at lifelink. It can reduce our spells as well, so we can have like a flying threat that gains us life every turn, reduces our spells, and we kind of just overtake the board from there. So let's see if this iteration of Will can be successful in Historic Brawl. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more of it, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel. Your subscriptions always help. If you can't do that, like the video, leave a comment. How would you build this deck? Let me know. Okay. We got both Teferis. Compulsive Research. Only 2 lands. Will we draw more land? If we draw more land, we're in a good spot. We have a removal spell for 2, but we don't have white mana. This is a super risky hand. What are we playing against? Flash, Double Strike, Vigilance, Haste. The creatures you control have haste, so a creature deck. So we're gonna be under a lot of pressure. Well, we have a board wipe if we can get there. Let's try to make this work. Hopefully we draw a white source right off the top. No white source. Scavenging Ooze. Card eats away at our graveyard, grows itself. Not a white source. We could just cycle this to draw a card, and I think we have to, honestly. We can always get it back later. If they grow their ooze enough, we can, well, I guess that's true, they can exile it. Well, but yeah, like I was saying, if they grow their ooze enough, we can destroy it, so that's good. Let's pass. Go ahead and make that big for me. Yeah, I don't want to do this, but we have to. Sad shark type. Oh, we don't draw the land. Alright, well, I mean, at least we don't lose the card. We don't have to discard the hand size, but this is bad. At least if we draw a white source, we can get rid of this. It looks like they're stuck on land too. Okay, we draw a white source. Of course it's a tapped white source, but still. It gains us some life, so we're skating by. Next turn we can get rid of the ooze. Okay. Additional combat, seems good. I think I might just be dead here. No? Almost. Ooh, okay. Well, by the skin of our teeth. They're also stuck on land. Ah, they could come out with haste. Good game. What's funny is that if we'd actually just drawn the land earlier, we would have been fine in that game. Alright. We kept a risky hand, that's our fault. We could have molded away. But what's the fun in that? Another Gruul deck. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, if that creature entered the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Okay. So, creature deck. We have removal. Well, this isn't for an enchantment, but we have ossification. We have a ton of land, so I think we keep. Will's not a bad blocker either, if we have to go that route. Does everyone have this on their opening hand? Let's just land tax, get out of the way. Since we went second, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to have a land drop. Then we'll definitely get a trigger off land tax. And we'll be set for land for a while. Draw a card. Take action. Take a blue source. They should have more land than us every turn, so I don't feel bad about just taking one land. Okay, that's a better land. Destroy target enchantment. I could just gain 4 life. We could... Yeah, I think we just do this to their commander. Stop the card draw. Slow them down. Now he costs 5. Again, they have more land than us, so land tax will trigger again. Okay. I don't know why they said oops, but I guess we'll take a white source. Okay, we could just play Will as a blocker. This is only a 2/3. We already have double white, so let's get double blue down. And yeah, why not? It's a Gruul deck. I mean, it's a Gruul creature deck. They might have a fight spell or a burn spell, but it's 4 toughness. Old Italian. This is whenever it attacks, right? Yeah. We'll decline. We don't need any more land right now. Isn't it? No, it's just a dinosaur. Well, I don't think we can stop them from exiling a card off the top of our library this turn. But... well, I don't know. Maybe we can. We can try to draw into it. We could gain 4 life and then Lórien Revealed. But then we can't stop the 6 damage. Do we care? No, we're at a high life total. 6... This might be a better play for next turn, honestly. I think this turn we're gonna ephemerate Will. So let's get down Healer's Hawk. And we'll hold these up. Is that all their mana? Yes. Oh, no, it's not. It's the trigger. Whoops. I thought it was tapped for some reason. Resolve? They don't want to lose their Gallic Readers. Resolve. Oh my god. But at least we can blow it up. We can destroy target enchantment. Okay. We could have used the oh no, it wouldn't have worked there either. I was gonna say we could use the Jwari Disruption on that. Let's just get rid of this. They do get an 8/8. We won't block. Let's take a bunch of lands here. Just get them out of the deck so that we don't draw them. These are good cards, but I mean, we could race. We could race a tally. I mean, next turn they swing for a lot. I think we have to. I think we have to shut this one back in. Yes, that's way better. Okay. The 8/8's good game. What? Dude, does this happen to you guys too? Like, people just scoop on the weirdest board states? Like, what about this is bad? I have no blockers. I have 2 mana up. And they know half my hand is lands. I don't know. Whatever. We got the win. We take those. I don't think they were necessarily going to lose that game, but I don't think we were necessarily going to win either. I think this is the, how do I describe it? Yeah, this one. Life gain, basically. It's like life gain Voltron, kind of. So basically the strategy of this deck is just to remove their commander over and over again. We have Shatter to the Sky. We have both our colors. Swords to Plowshares does it. Confounding Conundrum's not really relevant, but it gets us a card. Midnight Clock's good. I mean, we'll keep... They're going to have a bunch of Orzhov removal. So, at least in the early game, our permanents are probably not going to stick. At least we get to go first this time. I think we just foretell this. Some land would be cool. Deck, land. Well, let's see if we can get some land. Nope. Well, we have another board wipe if we survive long enough. We have a great hand if we get some land. It's a colorless land. We don't have enough things to make this relevant. I think we just got a midnight clock here, right? We're gonna take what? At minimum, we're gonna take 7. They might be able to gain more life and make this bigger. But we need the mana. I guess if we make them deal with this instead of doing other stuff, it's good, right? A lot of people forget that this actually taps for blue. They have a big board. We need another white source, or we are pretty screwed. If we get another white source, we are in control. Okay, that also works. But we can only do one of these. We would also lose 3 life to target this. But I don't have any other options, right? And next turn we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus whatever creature they have come down. So we'll have 1 life. So, but I mean, we don't have a choice. We do not have a choice. Yeah, we don't have a choice. If we survive this turn and we draw a white source, we are okay. If they have a creature, we die. I think that right? So the 2 games where we didn't draw any land, we lose. The 1 game where we had plenty of land, we win. Seems like a motif. New Omnath. I have not played against New Omnath. I don't want to read all that, but it's a cool card. Okay, so we actually have 3 mana sources, but they're all white sources. Come on, deck. We have 3 mana sources. And a 4th way to get a land. I will keep. And Wrath of God. Oh. Get the tap land out of the way. We'll play this tapped, Wayfarer's Bauble. And we'll get a blue source with this. So we have double blue and double white. Just checking, just checking. We can Fountain of Renewal. And then we can do this on their turn. You know, for style points. I mean, there is a real reason to hold it up. I mean, what if they play an enchantment? Or I guess it's a sorcery, so it doesn't matter. But we can make them think we have a counter spell, right? It's a good card. Let's go get that island. They only have rule colors, red and white, I guess. Let's get rid of their mana sources. That's a good one. That fixes their mana. We can blow it up, so they probably can't cast whatever they just got. do that? I also have enough to search for glory. Do we just do that instead? I think so. So we're at that point of the game. How many lands do we have? 6? So let's not take anything above 6. Well, we don't have a ton of options. Right, I mean that's just the, yeah. That has to be the take. Let's actually give this a read now. Okay, you don't want to lose mana from black. You need to pre-con a main phase. Look at the top of your library. Can you build that card? Invest 3 more mana color symbols. So it's like a multicolored spells matter. Okay. A little bit late for you, but why not, right? I think this is beyond the state of mattering. It's too far in the game. Opponent could play on that. Good card. We have a lot of life. I don't think we care about their ability right now. Let's get this down. It's even more cards. Interesting. Very cool. Definitely going to build this deck at some point. I wonder what creature they choose. They choose elemental or dinosaurs. Okay, they draw a bunch of cards here. Pretty cool. Okay. So we could search for glory again and Wrath of God with Lear. But we should wait on that. We have a really good board state. What do we have a lot of? I think we have a lot of blue. We have 3 white sources, so I think we should just get blue sources. The stuff that wins us the game in this deck are generally blue spells. Yeah, I think we will. And then we still have enough to Teferi protection if we have to. We can also just activate the One Ring. Don't feel like you need the cards, but there you go, you got them. Okay. Next turn we'll have enough to Lear and wipe the board. Okay. Is that what we want to do? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, I mean, we'll probably draw a land in our top 3. Of course it's a tap land, but we do get Karn's Temporal Sundering. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do have enough to play this and play Karn's Temporal Sundering. And a couple other things if we want. We have one floating. Seems good. We'll make you play that again. Okay, let's gain some life. They don't have anything with reach, right? This says I have no max hand size, right? Okay. Gain a life. Gain a life. Anything else that gains us life? This gains us a ton of life. We could time wipe. That's pretty funny. Vanquish the Horde. That's even funnier. And then we can, well, we can do this for, how much life did we gain? X equals 12? Oh, it's too bad we don't have like a massive draw spell. Let's see if we get one. Commit something, but we could let's just play this and brainstorm. Oh, Shark Typhoon. Okay, we will put these two back. No. These two. Do it like that. Okay. I think we're in a good spot. We need to make sure not to deck ourselves. 56 cards still. Okay. You have 3 mana. I think we're doing all right. I think we get you down. And you time roll. Then we okay. Yeah. I mean, then we were gonna leer and do it again. Yeah. Opponent saw the writing on the wall. Cool. We got to see Will go off. Let's try one more. Maybe a couple more. These games have been going kind of fast. If we find an opponent. Cool. Another Gruul commander. I do like that this commander is powerful, but not in the Hell queue. And we're getting a bunch of different kind of unique stuff. Each other non-human creature you control and just battle with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, well, it's obviously a Creature Matters deck. So, like, Gruul creatures? Sure. One colorless mana source, so that's an easy mull. We can get whatever color we want, and we have 3 lands. And we have Solemn to get the other source. But this is a pretty bad hand, yeah? Especially against like a creature deck. We have removal. We have a bounce spell. We have a way to get our other mana source. I guess we'll keep. I guess I have to get white here, right? Oh, okay. Well, that probably still should have done this, but birth. Okay. No, we should do that. So we should. Part of me wants to save this. Let's get birth going. Reason being is because, well, one, it gets us a land, but it also gives us a 0/4, which will be helpful against a creature deck. And now maybe we can use these game lands for Will. Well, okay. Boots. Did an 0/4. So that definitely slows them down. Mana value. Mana value. Okay, so these are also mana sources for them, so we definitely need to get rid of them. Each creature with a +1/+1 counter. Okay, so that synchronizes, or synergizes, I should say, with their commander. So this definitely has to die. So we should save this for that. We should get Swiftfoot Boots down, because that's our only play. Sure. We could attach it to the wall. Sure, why not? It's now a hexproof wall. Just in case they have like a burn spell or something. We don't have any other way to use our mana. Nice. Smite. Okay. They're out of lands, so getting rid of this turns off all their creatures. I mean, it stops them from being lands as well. So we could bounce it and make them replay it. It doesn't really feel good against this kind of board state. We could do this. Is it 3 mana? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Submit 0. We didn't want to wait, because this would have been more efficient, but we didn't want to wait for them to have all that mana next turn. They would have had like 7 mana. Okay. They could eat a card in the graveyard to grow this, and we'd lose our wall. So we're just gonna block this guy for now. We have enough life. Okay. We need another blue sword. We could play Teferi, bounce their Rumgoli, make them replay it. Then everything comes to Teferi, it dies. Or we could just do this, have a blocker, and ramp ourselves. Yep. We need a third blue source for Blue Sun Zenith. Then the following turn we can Elspeth Smite something maybe. This is that thing that turns into Gaia's Cradle, right? Yeah. We draw a card. Oh no, they exiled it. Ooh, clever. Clever, clever, clever. Hold on. We'll do it like this. Because they can't use it here. Okay. We could do this into Teferi's Protection. Is that even good though? This is an instant, isn't it? Yeah, so we can wait. We have 15 life, so we gotta be a little careful here, but we can Elspeth Smite something. So will we be able to draw 4 cards with this? I think we do this. Teferi's just gonna have to take one for the team. And then we could still Elspeth Smite something.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint. Here we go.
Okay. We could put Will down too and have a blocker, but doesn't seem good. These seem like better plays. They're gonna want to play a creature so they can have a bunch of mana with this. I thinking about something. I mean, if you attack all Teferi, it dies no matter what, right? Okay. Okay. We can get rid of their... We can get rid of one of their creatures and maybe it survives. They're gonna attack all, right? Okay, so they all have trample. Only one is going at... They only have 1 mana, right? Okay, so we can... Elspeth Smite you. Oh no, it's for 1 green, isn't it? Ah, wrecked. Yep. I thought it was 2... Did they change this card? I thought it was a colorless and a green. Yeah, I already knew that too. Silly. Oh, wait. What? Wait, what? If it was a creature. Oh, okay. So they didn't have a creature to exile. Gotcha. Pass. Block. Take 1 damage.
That didn't go according to plan.
Oh, because... As if it weren't blocked. Gotcha. Okay, well. Is what it is. So then they basically have unblocked creatures now. So I think this is what we gotta do. This is not relevant, so why even play it? We can draw 4 cards. They're gonna do 11 damage to me next turn. So we could just Teferi's Protection. I think we gotta draw out of this, but we can do it at instant speed. So let's see what they do. Okay. So we definitely need the Teferi Protection, otherwise we die. Uh-huh. Attack all. Hope we draw a board wipe. Not a board wipe. I'm not really sure what we could draw with this that gets us out of this situation. I mean, we could flash this in and gain 2 life. We could flash this in and... What is giving everything else trample? Oh, this is giving everything else trample. We have enough to do this and that, right? We're still gonna smack in for 7, 10, 14, exactly lethal. But I'll gain 2 life. Alright. They have a creature with haste. I think we're done. Okay. That takes a creature out of combat. Resolve. I know this affects planeswalkers, but I don't think it affects the minus. Because I'm taking them off. Yeah, so it doesn't... Oh, but it enters with half as many, right? Ugh. Yeah, I think we're dead no matter what. Well... I think we're dead no matter what. I mean, we can make a blocker, but it doesn't matter because we're all gonna get through. Okay, so I'm taking 12. Yeah, I mean it's already too much. But this is gonna enter with one counter, right? Rounded down. Yeah. So this is totally useless. I think Trample doesn't care if I remove something from combat, but we can try that. And then we'd only take 5, 9, 12, 13. I don't think this matters. Around that. We tried. We had answers in the deck. If we just drew a board wipe, you know, that was... We were easily in control of that game. Just couldn't draw it. I mean, I could have Blue Sun Zenith sooner, but... I don't think I really had an opportunity to do that. Another Gruul deck. Damn. Chill out with the Gruul deck, Serena. First strike, Vigilant Haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, if that creature enters the battlefield this turn. Yeah, another Gruul creature deck. This one cares. This one's especially annoying because it cares about haste. We don't have a blue source. We do have a lifelinking creature, though. Ugh. Okay, well this is sort of mana fixing, right? We can get Midnight Clock down, which is a blue source. Alright, it's really janky, but we'll try it. At least we go first. Gain some life. Oh, nice. We just draw the blue source. That's better. Opponent's like, huh? What is this deck? Create 2 humans with haste? Okay. Uh-huh. I don't really want to use this on these. I can just bring this down. This would give me enough to play. Okay. want to draw a card. You can draw a card. My Hushbringer is more important. It's going to gain me life back anyway. Yep. Okay. Let's just get rid of their commander. We'll just hold this back because so they won't attack, and we can actually just play Will too. It's a good deck to have Will on the battlefield for. 4 toughness is a lot for them. It blocks their commander too. Phoenix. Okay, they have a flyer. Flyer they can't block. Yep. No blocks. Cool. Life gain and card advantage. We haven't gained any life this turn, so Will doesn't do anything. Yes. I feel like that will be very relevant. Oops. Alchemy cards. Hushbringer is such a good card. Pass. Sure. I have 4 toughness. Do you have a burn spell? Snakeskin Veil. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna blow up the whole board anyway. It's not super important. Yep. Should I wait one more turn? I think so. Because I can gain life with Union and with Hushbringer and then blow up the board. And gain life with... this is not relevant in this matchup. That's for like ramp decks. Sure. Okay, they're going to attack with all of them. This one is the one that will draw them the card. So we'll take 6, go down to 18. This will gain us 3 back, and this will gain us 4 back. So let's... Hushbringer did its job. We do 1 blocker. Oh, first strike, it doesn't do the life thing. Okay, so we lost one life. Pass. Take 6. Union. Blow up their board. Their commander now costs 7. Do I have enough to activate this? No. Just enough to do this. Oh, and put a hour counter on midnight clock. Yeah. The reason I'm going to keep the land is because we're getting close to midnight clock popping. So I want to have stuff in my hand that I can deploy. Well, that's a bummer. But sure. If they want to spend their whole turn blowing that up, that's fine with me. Okay. I don't think I can activate this, right? No. No. Target land becomes the color of my choice, but that doesn't matter. Okay. Draw this. Pass. Gain a life. Ephemerate, not really relevant. I think I might start growing Crawling Barrens, especially if they attack in with the Gold Hound. Okay. They tapped out. Pass. And gains haste. Pass. Okay. Right? Is that the one we care about? Four or greater. Nope. Yeah, we care about this one more. Should probably wait another turn for that. We could just keep this up as a 4/4 and keep growing it too. So let's do that. I think we need the land. We still don't have a lot of land. We have the board wipe, so I feel comfortable taking the land. They're nervous about the Crawling Barrens. They might have a combat trick. Okay. If they only attack with the storm, then we know they don't have a combat trick in their hand. Because they would attack with both if they did. So we'll take the 5. We're just going to gain the life back with Cosmos Elixir. See what they play. Kicker. Enters the upper with counters on it. Post combat, weird for them to do. Resolve. Nice. Makes my board wipe better. So the real question is, do we let them play even more stuff and Teferi's protection and then expel? I think that's what we do. That's normally not a good play. Normally you want to save this for like absolute death, and we're not at absolute death, but I just think we'll be so far ahead if we do this and then this. And we're chilling, we're gaining life. Yeah, let's draw the lands. We know what we're doing already. Let's let them get all their little haste creatures out. Like, oh, they have no blockers? They must be all excited. Wonder what they're... Okay, they're not playing any creatures, which is a bummer. I love the sound effect it makes when you have protection. But this may make them feel comfortable that, like, I'm not going to counter any of their stuff. Bushwhack. Okay. Get a land. they didn't play anything. What is this? All like combat trick spells? They didn't play any creatures. Fine. Be that way. They might have a oh, what's it called? They might have heroic intervention, which would be just nope, okay, they don't. I was gonna say that would be a massive bummer. I think we're at the point where we can crack Mindstone. I think we're good on land as well. We have what? 7 mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Resolve. Play the commander. We will draw a card. Okay, more life gain. So that we can have Karn online. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Done. Done. And it's a 4 toughness creature. They're gonna get rid of my hawk. Okay. Okay, they're gonna attack all. I see, draw a bunch of cards. Okay. Seems good. Okay. Do we have enough to do both? We would need 11 mana. I don't think we have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do not. So, I guess we just do this then. Put that back in their hand. We'll attack them, because why not? Yeah. Yep, we keep those. Let's not play Leer into the Cleansing Nova. I think we got a lot of other stuff we could do next turn. Yes. Okay. Well, Will is going to die anyway. So, lock the biggest thing. Yeah. We could have blocked one more thing, but it's okay. lot of life. Take action. Resolve. Resolve. Just checking. Do I just play this as a land? No. One less for each instant in sorcery. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, now we can play that as a land. Now that we have that on top. Their commander costs 9 mana. Seven. Pass. That is a problem. We could... Wait, do we have enough mana to just kill it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nope. Turn into a 6/6, but not an 8/8. We could put Lear down and do it that way. I feel like we have to have a blocker, right? Because otherwise they're just going to come in for 9 next turn. So all they need is 3, and they have 3 here. I feel like we have to have a blocker. Okay. Let's do it like this. Forgot we were going to gain 4, but still very close. Okay. Pass. So they're only coming in for 9. Huh. We'll decline. We'll take the 9. Do they have a way to pump it? Okay. So now they're coming in for 13. And they have another way to pump it. Yep. I was wondering what was in their hand that whole game. They were just pump spells. Well, I probably misplayed that. We could have played Lear and then board wiped again, and they would have had nothing to crew with. I don't know. Okay, another. It's not a Gruul deck, but another creature deck. Sure. Sure. Yeah, you got it. This works. At least we go first. I think this is more important right now. Get our mana fixed. Do we play this and pay the 3 life? No, because we can play Will here. Oh, we can play Will and have Nyx-Fleece Ram. So yes, I think we do. Now we have 2 big blockers, and we're going to gain life on our upkeep. Start reducing our spells' mana costs. We could have Shark Typhoon. That's a good card too. Would you like to attack with your O5? Nope, not particularly. Okay. Well, we could reduce. We have 5 mana. We could commit something and get a giant creature. This has vigilance, right? Okay. Well, I guess we can't attack now. Yeah, we should have done that last turn. Okay, so we can do you. What's the worst thing? Yeah, that is the worst. Ivory Tower is not really going to gain us any life until we get a bunch of cards back in our hand, but at least we get the creature. Next turn, I think we were just going to Wayfarer as Bauble, unless we draw a land. Then we can memory. We would... What? Do you have a board wipe? Oh, I see. To ramp themselves. I was like, what was the point of wasting that card? They're just trying to get the ramp. Okay. Got it. Got it. Interesting play. I hate to break it to you, but the Shark Typhoon's still on the battlefield. Haste. Smothering Tide's a good card. We draw, we have to pay. Do we care? Next turn they can play their commander. Draw. Okay. Resolve. Do we care? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 7 mana. We're just gonna one ring, right? I think so, and let them play out their hand and then Doomscar. So we just need enough mana to... Yeah. Which we do. So we should play a tapped land. Right? No, because we want to activate it. Make a 4/4. Attacks. Because it has to deal combat damage. So we can just straight up kill it and try to attack us. Make all them treasures. Tally. Could be bad. Are they going to Cleansing Nova? Are they going to blow up the whole board? Would you like to blow up the whole board? I guess they could destroy all artifacts and enchantments, huh? Yeah, that would be pretty good. They blow up all the treasures. They don't get rid of our one ring. But they got rid of the, what should we call it? Shark Typhoon. Oh, that's pretty funny. They got rid of our white source, too. Right? Yeah, they did. I don't think they thought about that, but that definitely sucks. Let's go get a Plains. Or wait, I guess we could draw out of it, right? Let's try. Draw Plains. No Plains. Put it into your hand, but then we only have... Yeah, that doesn't solve our problem. So we're gonna have to go get a Plains. Destroy target enchantment. Are any of these enchantments? No. We could foretell Doomscar. Could Midnight Clock and do that. Go get another Plains, and this creates us a 4/4. Oh man, these are all really rough decisions. Like that, and I want to hold this, or hold Elspeth Smite up. Get rid of the Tireless Provisioner. I guess they're not going to attack though, right? We still have the... I forgot we had these. I kept thinking we had an empty board. Let's just do this. I don't know why I thought we had an empty board. It's late at night. Yeah, no attacks. Discard. We can flash this back. Okay. Survive this turn, get to the next turn. Huh? You gonna play your commander? Gain life, right? Is that what this one does? Sure, gain life. Yes, please play out your whole hand. That would be super duper. Do you have a way to bounce this? Do you have like a ephemerate? Oh, you're gonna transform it. Okay. To try to force my block so I don't get poison counters. Yeah. It's indestructible, right? Indestructible. But it is tapped. I don't want the poison counters. Everything's gonna die next turn anyway. If only this was exile instead of destroy. If we do it like this, I think we got a Doomscar, right? Got a Doomscar. And then we don't have enough white to do both. So then we still have to deal with this POS. No great options. No great options. We could just exile that, and then we have a ton of life. And a blocker. This has haste though, right? You could see what they do next turn. Next. Let's draw some cards. See if that changes anything. It does not. End turn. Discard 3. Discard you. What? Oh my god. Dude. Arena with their frickin' timeouts, man. Thankfully they didn't auto get rid of the Wandering Emperor. I think obviously we have to get rid of a tally. It's gonna suck if this gets in, but not as bad. I mean, this just wins them the game. This just puts stuff on the battlefield that we can destroy. We're gonna gain a bunch of life. Cool. Pass. Are they gonna attack all? Those are the only two they care about. Okay.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Gain 2 life.
I am almost sad to see you go.
Destroy target enchantment. There are no enchantments, right? So I think this is just gain 4 life. And it has trample, so well, we can save ourselves some damage because we're gonna blow up the board next time. It doesn't stop the trigger from happening. Yeah, put them all out. Get all them triggers. Why do these have indestructible? Or what is this? What do these have? If a source would deal damage to another dinosaur. Okay. Gotcha. I ain't worried about dealing damage. Gain a life. Yeah, let's get another blue. Should I get this one out of the way? I guess we should... Midnight Clock. Blow up their board. Let's just plus her. Maybe they attack into her.
Remember
you never
your
know.
training.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. 8/8 can block this. We're gonna get another trigger here. They don't go for my Planeswalker. Seems pretty good. Deck Gilbert. Please play out your whole hand. That would make me so happy. Ivory Tower. Let's Doomscar. Let's Time Warp. And let's Cleric Class, sure. And then, yeah, let's draw... do we do this? No, I don't think we do. Actually, let's undo that. Because we have the magic mirror, so we should probably start looking at getting rid of this because it's too much damage. We'll create a 2/2.
We must protect the
Next.
people.
Then turn. Okay, another board wipe. Let's gain some life, actually. Last planes. Calculated. Okay, so we're definitely doing this. Do we have enough left over? I think we do if we tap these right. So, white, 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 blue, blue. Right?
Show them how we greet our enemies.
So now they can play their commander, but they have an 8/8 that they gotta get through. Wrath of God. That does get rid of our stuff, okay? However, if they play their commander, we gain control of it. Sure. Definitely makes things interesting. We tap everything, so it doesn't really matter what they put in here. Because we tap everything and then we gain control of their commander. Okay, we gotta gain some life. We gotta get rid of this one ring. How do we get rid of the one ring? These don't have lifelink. These don't... This gains me life, right? Okay, so this we can bide another turn if we have to. This gains me life as well. So let's do this. This also gains me life. This is not relevant. This is not relevant. Do we have anything in our graveyard that exiles an artifact? Or a permanent? I mean, we have lots of ways to gain life. So maybe that's just what we do. We just try to outrun it. We have time warp, so why don't we just... Oh man. Let's revitalize. Gain some more life. Bide some time because we have no timeouts. And then we will ossify something. We'll gain 6 life. We're just gonna outrun this one ring.
Let your blade do the talking.
Okay. Okay. I didn't even realize we had Teferi's protection. I was just trying to make sure we didn't run out of time. Do they have enchantment removal? If they don't, we gain control of the turn. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I'll take that. Yep, makes sense. We could just draw a million here. Let's union. A bunch of life. Let's destroy their... Oh, we could gain a ton of life. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for not making me think about it. I was looking for time warp. There it is. I think we had enough mana, right? 1, 2, plus midnight clock. Yep. So we time warp. Do this all over again. I mean, they got 49 life, but I mean, yeah. I don't think dinosaurs can overcome that. Alright, so that was a longer video, but I wanted to have a couple good wins in there. I feel like the games were kind of short, and then we kept playing the same kind of like ruled creature decks over and over again. I mean, we really ended up only playing creature decks, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's the deck. As you can see, you have to really ride the line of when to play Will and when not to play Will. You know, we played a bunch of creature decks, so I was able to get Will out earlier than I normally would in a lot of these games, and I was able to, you know, activate Will and show how, you know, even reducing like 1 mana off some of these spells is a big deal. Especially because then, you know, sometimes you have 2, 3 mana spells that you want to play, and reducing them both by 1 makes them each 2 mana spells, and then you can actually play them both in that same turn instead of only one of them. Or making all these like, you know, removal spells and things cost 1 mana instead of 2 mana. I mean, it's a big deal. It adds up. And then you could see how it basically is an Azorius control deck with cost reduction, right? But once we had our magic mirror on the field, we had the one ring cooking, even though it almost killed us a couple times. You know, we could get into things like Cure Abyss the Sea God, all of our extra turn spells, and then usually the opponent's scoop before we can even kill them. So if you like the deck, please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that. Drop a like, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.